My Life Has No Purpose by David Lee Weber, narrated by Scott Allen. A quick word about this audiobook. This audiobook is designed to give you the tools necessary in order to be successful in life. These tools work by letting you empower you through what is called flow. In this way, you can find your life's purpose, happiness, contentment, and so much more. That said, this audio program is not a substitute for therapy or medical treatment. In fact, even if I had had this audiobook and known about how to find my life's real purpose in my high school and college days, I still would have gotten into therapy and attended support groups. And guess what? Those things are part of flow as well. Use this audio program as a tool, a way to better understand yourself, but also employ many of the other tools at your disposal, including therapy, support groups, and similar if your situation warrants it. Introduction. I fully admit I created the title to this audiobook to grab attention, and since you're listening to this, it probably worked. There is a method to my madness, and that is at the core of what this audiobook is about. If you're like most people, you're trying to find your way in the world, what you want to be when you grow up. You've probably had virtually everyone tell you that you must find your purpose in order to succeed in this world. Friends, family, and society put tremendous pressure on you to immediately find your purpose and pursue it. Especially after a big life event, such as graduating from high school or college. If you say you don't know your purpose, or in my case, hadn't a clue, you can be subject to everything from ridicule to scorn. People can be cruel, intentionally or not. I'll give you a quick example. I was an English major in college. By my senior year, I had no idea what I was going to do with my life, what my purpose was supposed to be, or how I was supposed to design my life to fit a purpose. All my friends told me my purpose was to be a teacher. My insightful aunt told me my degree was worthless and thought my purpose was to end up as a factory worker. My school's guidance counselor even told me one former English major was now driving a taxicab in San Francisco. None of which was very helpful given I did not want to teach, work in a factory, or drive a cab for a living. Yet the pressure was on to find my purpose, especially with heavy student loans coming due soon. What I didn't know then, and the reason I wrote this book, was that the concept of purpose as defined by friends, family, and society is really out of balance with reality. Relying solely on others to define who you are and tell you what you are is a recipe for trouble. In fact, virtually every time I let friends, family, and society define my purpose, I end up down the wrong road, wasting considerable money and time in the process. Now, I need to be very clear. I am not recommending that you never listen to friends, family, or society. Life is 100% about learning and experiencing, and you should adopt this as a rule. You can't learn or grow in a vacuum. After all, it is often said the wisest person is the one who listens most. My point is, the advice and input from others must be in alignment with who you are, not what they think you are. Only you know what makes you the most successful, even if you haven't discovered it yet. Take the perennial Christmas program Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Rudolph's friend, an elf named Hermie, wants to be a dentist and not an elf. He is considered a misfit because his passion conflicts with his purpose as defined by other elves, Santa, and the North Pole culture. Friends, family, society. If he continued as a traditional elf, he would be unhappy and not successful on any level. Of course, if Hermie were raised in a family of dentists, the reverse would be true. Friends, family, and society would be 100% in alignment with his true purpose. Use this audio program as a guide to discover what you are about and what your purpose is, in order to be your most successful at whatever you pursue. Job, relationship, hobbies, anything and everything. 1. A little background. My life would have been significantly easier if I had learned early on to listen to myself, to understand my own purpose and not superimpose the purposes others.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?